Fulham 2, Arsenal 1. And that has to go down as the worst performance this season. I thought we saw it against West Ham, but this topped it. This was straight up bad from Arsenal. Like, bad. We had nothing going forward. And once again, it just validates my point that Arsenal are nowhere near the same quality from last season. Nowhere near. Last season, yes, we didn't win the title, but I saw a team that on any given day, I could see us winning that football match. Yes, it didn't always turn out that way, but we were playing fluid football. We looked good going forward. Yes, we'd give away a couple of dodgy goals, but for the most part, I liked what I saw. This season, though, this Arsenal team is genuinely terrible. It's horrible to watch. Every game's boring. We don't really look like scoring. We're playing robotic. We're genuinely one of the worst attacking teams in the Premier League. I'm genuinely not even joking when I say that. Yes, we've got decent players like Saka, Martinelli, Ødegaard, Jesus, etc. But in terms of actual attacking structure, I don't see any combinations from us. Last season, it all made sense. The ball would go out to wide areas. We then play inside, and Xhaka and Ødegaard will make runs in behind in triangles. This season, I don't see any of that. I genuinely don't. I don't know what our plan is going forward. We don't look fluid at all. Arteta said we made 30 chances against West Ham. Yes, we had 30 shots, but I don't think we made genuinely more than 3 good chances in that game. Today, we scored a goal from Saka off a save from the keeper, and he taps it in, which is basically, look, it's an open goal. Other than that, we created nothing. Absolutely nothing in this game. 90 minutes of football, and we did not break them apart once. João Paulinho was having a field day in there. Tom Kenny was having a field day in there. We did absolutely nothing, man. Nothing at all in this game. It was just frustrating to watch. And that just epitomizes everything I've seen from Arsenal this season. Because even when we have been winning, we've been papering over the cracks. From the very first game of this season, Nottingham Forest at home, we win that game 2-1. A game on any other day, you should be absolutely wiping the floor with a team like Nottingham Forest. We only win 2-1. And since then, scraping by results, papering over cracks. If you look at the stats, we are a mid-table attacking team. Our defense has been good this season. When your defense lets you down, this is what happens, because our attack is not firing on all cylinders this season. Everyone said Ødegaard had a decent game on Thursday. What did he do today? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What is Arteta teaching is on the training ground? I genuinely wonder, what is Arteta doing on the training ground? Because last season compared to this season, we've fallen off. We've gone from actually exciting, forward-thinking front football that I enjoyed watching last season to this. This is like Conte ball. This is like Mourinho at Tottenham football, man. We just sit back and we control the game. We're not even controlling anything. We're doing nothing. We pass the ball, but we don't look incisive with our passing. Like, we don't look dangerous. We're too predictable. I can tell you exactly what Arsenal are going to do every attack. We get the ball with Rice. He plays it to Ødegaard or Havertz. He plays out wide to Saka or Martinelli. Then he goes back inside again. Then back to Rice. Then back outside. We don't do anything. Last year, we were one of the most entertaining teams to watch in the Premier League. This season, we're nowhere near entertaining. Like, genuinely, if I was not an Arsenal fan, I would not watch Arsenal play football. I genuinely wouldn't. Like, look at Liverpool. They're entertaining to watch. Tottenham are more entertaining than us. I hate to say it. Tottenham are more fun to watch than Arsenal this season. But apparently, you need to play this way to win the title. That's what I've been hearing all season long. Whether it's on Twitter, whether it's from my friends. Everyone's been saying, oh, no, you have to play this way to win the title. You can't win the title if you don't control matches. It's a joke, man. It's an absolute joke. Liverpool top of the table right now. They don't control matches. They play to their strengths. Forward thinking. How many times are we not going to play the ball over the top? So many times, Saka Martin making runs in behind. We don't play them. We're allergic to long passes. Everything has to be short passes. I don't get it, man. I genuinely don't get it. Like, if I knew the answer, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be employed by a football club. But what can we do? Signings is another thing, man. Look, sometimes you just need signings to lift the squad, because right now, the team's at an all-time low. All-time low. We've lost back-to-back games, and we've lost back-to-back games to West Ham and Fulham. This ain't exactly Man City and Liverpool, guys. This is West Ham and Fulham. 2 London derbies, and 2 teams that, let's be honest, they're average. West Ham, fair enough. They're a decent team, right? But you don't lose to a team like that at home. And Fulham, they're close to the drop zone. And you just lost to them. Yeah, I understand they've got players like João Paulinho and stuff, but come on, man. Like, you shouldn't be losing games like this. It's just so bad to watch. And here's the thing. I never thought we were going to win this game. Like, after 5 minutes, I thought, oh, hang on a minute. Arsenal actually scored. We look good. As soon as that game went to 1-1, I knew the writing on the wall. I knew the writing on the wall right there, because we had nothing, man. Absolutely nothing in this game. No full momentum. It was just genuinely, it was terrible to watch. Terrible. And look, I don't know what I can say, really. Like, I wish that I had the answers to it. I don't, but I wish I did, because right now, man, I'm watching a team that looks disinterested. Martinelli's fallen off a cliff. Ødegaard similarly. Saka scored today, but what did he do other than scoring? Nothing. Nketiah's lost up front. Jesus comes on and goes everywhere but up front. It's just terrible, man. It's genuinely, this is the worst Arsenal team I've seen in terms of actual quality of players to performances on the pitch. We've had the biggest drop off from last season out of every football team in the Premier League. I promise you guys that for an absolute fact. We've had the biggest fall off. And I've heard people say, oh, we're better this season. No, we're not, man. We're far worse. Last season, yes, we would maybe scrape by 3-2 in certain games and 4-2. And yes, it wasn't good on the blood pressure. But of last season, we played to our strengths. We got the ball forward and we looked like scoring. In every single game, I banked on us outscoring the opponent. Yes, it would not necessarily be great defensively, but we were getting goals. And until Saliba got injured, we could have won that Premier League title, by the way. This season, we don't look like scoring. We don't. Yes, we're okay defending in certain matches, but we don't ever look like scoring. And lo and behold, when your defense lets you down like today, we lose the football match because we can't put the ball in the back of net. We score after 5 minutes because of crap goalkeeping, basically. And Saka he scuffs the finish, but it still goes into the back of net. But other than that, we were terrible. Let's get into some of the comments right now. Jeff, appreciate you on the stream. The passing around the box that Arsenal, Man City do doesn't seem to go anywhere. Goals come from opponent mistakes, not clever play. But if Arsenal City are boring to watch, exactly, and I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Last season, I said we actually look more like Liverpool than Man City. This year, Arteta just copies Pep on a one-year timeline. That's all he does. Last year, Pep Guardiola tried to implement this boring football with Man City, where they basically pack it out with 4 centre-backs in the back and just basically just hold on to the ball, pass it, and try and get in behind. But you know what the difference is between Arsenal and Man City? Man City have a 6'5" Norwegian up front called Haaland, and we have Eddie Nketiah. That's the difference. If you want to play criminal terrorist football like Man City do, where they pass around the back and play boring football, you need the striker that can score you goals on half chances. We don't have that. So we need to play like last season, like how Liverpool play, which is forward from minute 1, attack the opponent, throw bodies at it, fast and furious football, just like last season. Why? Don't fix what ain't broken? We were good last season. I don't get it. Like, yes, we didn't win the title, but we were 6 points off winning the title. We only lost it because, let's be honest, Saliba got injured and we had Rob Holding at the back. Why? Like, why did you change the game plan? I don't get it. Like, I understand playing that way against Man City. I understand playing that way against teams like Liverpool, etc. But 9 games out of 10, in fact, let's be honest, our 38-game season, 30 of the 38 games, you can play exactly like how we played last season. This game against Fulham, we won it 3-0 last year. We cruised to the win. We were playing beautiful football. This year, crap, man, crap. West Ham, last year, I know we went 1-0 down, but we breezed them in the second half. 1-3-1, absolutely blitzed them. Scored 3 goals in 10 minutes. This year, crap. You're right, man. Arsenal, Man City, terrible. We don't deserve to win this title. Nowhere near, man. Do I think we can win the title? Of course we can, because look, it's still early and anything can happen. But right now, we don't deserve it, man. We're boring to watch. It's criminal football. It just disgusts me watching this team sometimes. At least Arsenal aren't the worst side in London. They're still Brentford, bro. You know what? You're not even a million miles off. Tottenham are better than us. I'll be real. Arsenal fans won't like me saying that, but Tottenham are better than us. They play better football. I've watched Tottenham play so many games this season, and every time I watch them play, win, lose, or draw, I'm at least a little bit, to be honest. Let's be honest, I'm impressed by them when I watch them play. They get forward. They create chances. Yes, they might lose the game, but they lose the game because they got outscored by the opponent rather than actually not putting in enough effort. Us, we lose games. We never look like winning. Let's be real. Again today, never looked like winning. I wonder what my man Arteta's going to say. Against Thursday, against West Ham, because we didn't take our chances. Crap. That's a lies, man. Straight lies, man. Straight lies why we didn't win that game against West Ham. There's nothing because we didn't take our chances. It's because we couldn't defend. And bear in mind, they should have scored a penalty. It should have been 3-0. And we didn't create enough chances. That was the reason. Again today, where were the chances we created? None. Created absolutely none. What does Arteta teach us in the final third? That is my question mark about the manager. Because where have we evolved from last season? Out of every Premier League team this season, all 17 that were in here last year to here today, Arsenal have been the biggest fall-off out of every single team. The biggest fall-off. Because we don't play football how we should be playing it. We don't play to our strengths. We've got a front three of Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, and Ødegaard supplying them. And we play football like defense is our strong point. I don't get it. It's how we're playing football like Conte played at Tottenham. That's how we're playing the football. Now I know how the Tottenham fans feel. It's prime Conte ball. With Arteta, oh my days, what does he actually teach these players going forward? There's no fluidity going forward. I don't see any sort of rhythm in our final third. This is Arsenal's game plan every single game. Rice gets the ball. It goes into Ødegaard and Havertz, and it goes out wide to Saka, Martinelli. They try and take on the defender, then they just give up and pass it backwards to Ben White or Zinchenko or Tomiyasu, and then back inside again. It passes. The ball goes around the box but never goes inside. Like it's handball. You're not allowed inside the ball, inside the box or something. I don't get it, man. I genuinely don't get it. Like, I watch this team and I'm sitting there thinking, Arsenal is genuinely a curse to support sometimes, a curse to support. Because after the Liverpool game, I thought, you know what? We drew that game, but we actually looked decent. Like, we actually played okay in that Liverpool game. First 10 minutes, we played really good attacking football. I thought, you know what? Decent. Let's build upon it. Then look what happens. Lose to West Ham, lose to Fulham. Every season, post-Anfield, we fall off. I don't get it. Same happened last year. Same happened the year before that as well. Every season after Anfield, we fall off a cliff. I do not get it. I genuinely don't. It's crazy, man. Like, why? I say, when we draw at Anfield, a draw is all about your next game. Can you take that draw into 3 points next match? What happened is, we've gone from a draw against Liverpool to 6 points dropped. 6 points dropped. We've not won a game of football. In our last 5 matches, we've won 1, drawn 1, and lost 3. Are you joking me right now? Like, is this meant to be a team that's meant to challenge for the title? You don't challenge for the title if you're losing back-to-back games to West Ham and Fulham. This ain't Man City and Arsenal. So this ain't Man City and Liverpool. This is West Ham and Fulham we've lost to. West Ham and bloody Fulham, bro. And people say, oh, we'll win the Champions League. No, I don't even think we'll win the Champions League. Guys, if we play like this and we beat Real Madrid, are we even beating Porto playing like this? Because Porto are a better team than Fulham. Are we beating Man City playing like this? No. Are we beating teams like Napoli playing like this? No. Barcelona, probably not. We're bad right now, man. We're really bad football. Now, I'm hoping that we pick it up and we go on a run, which we are capable of doing so, but something needs to change. And we need a striker in January, man. Not only a striker, for me, we need a fullback because the goal today, the second goal is a shambles. We just can't defend the corner. That is inexcusable in my eyes. Inability to defend corners is inexcusable. Like, if you can't defend corners, give up on football. Genuinely give up on football, man. That was such a car crash defense for that corner. Then the first goal for Fulham. Once again, both our fullbacks let us down. Ben White doesn't stop the cross, and Kivior loses his man, Raul Jimenez. The only player in the box and you lose him. I don't get it, bro. It's not like they had 4 players in the box. They had 1 player in the box and you lost him. I don't get it, man. I genuinely don't. I wish I had the answers, but I don't. Arteta's going to skirt around and say, oh, but we played okay. We had decent chances. We didn't take our chances. It's crap, man. It's on him. It's on him. It's on him 100%. Arteta, the manager, is my fault. I blame Arteta again on Thursday as well against West Ham because he was at fault there. And again today, what does he do, Arteta? Like, what does he coach this team? Like, you're looking at a manager, right? Look at Unai Emery at Aston Villa. Yes, they lost against Man United on Wednesday, right? Or Tuesday. But at least Unai Emery, I see a game plan. What game plan do you see from Arteta this season? Last year, I saw it. I genuinely did see it. This year, I don't see a game plan with Arteta. I don't watch an Arsenal game and say, yeah, I understand what we're doing here. Like, everyone, we've known for absolute ages now that Saka might only get doubled up on. It's been like that for a year. What have we done to counteract it? What are we doing to understand how to overcome this? Teams adapt. It's like we've gone backwards from last season. Absolutely backwards. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Mali, appreciate you on the stream. Hope you're doing well. Absolute shambles indeed. I'm traveling, bro. I'm traveling as well, man. I'm in a hotel doing this. And we still managed to absolutely... I've taken time out of my day to watch this game in a busy New Year's Eve schedule, and we still bottle it, man. It's crazy. We went 1-0 up as well. Let's not forget that, guys. With the West Ham game, we obviously conceded and we never looked like scoring. We actually 1-0 up. So if we defended like the George Graham days, we would have won this game 1-0. Classic, man. Leonardo, appreciate you on the stream. I said it once and I'll say it again. There's no way Arteta can be just using the same game approach every day. All Premier League teams have found a way to lock out wingers from entering the opponent's box. Exactly what I just said. Arteta has not evolved from last season. He plays the same game plan every single year, bro. I don't get it. Like, insanity, it's a definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that is Arsenal. What did West Ham, right? That's what I don't get from Arteta, because this is in back-to-back games. On Thursday, we played West Ham, and we did not win the game. We lost 2-0. Now, after you lost 2-0, that should have been the wake-up call to say, okay, let's change it for our next game. What did we do, though, today? There was nothing different from the West Ham game. In fact, it was worse. So, what did we actually change in terms of our game plan? I don't get it. Like, Saka Martinelli is still crap. Odegaard's done nothing. Nketiah. I understand you brought in Nketiah instead of Jesus because you want chances to be converted. But this is absolutely a shining example of both Nketiah and Jesus not being good enough to win the title. I'm sorry, I say it as it is. If you want to get top 4, fine. But if you want to win the title, you need a striker, mate. Now, I don't care if you've got problems with FFP, etc. Sell then. Sell. Because we need a striker. I'm hearing reports Arsenal don't want to sell Nketiah. Are they smoking budge to not want to sell Nketiah? I would drive him to the airport today if we get an offer for him. Apparently, Crystal Palace and Brentford want him. Sell him, bro. Sell him, sell Nketiah straight away. Nketiah will not win you a title. My thought process is this. If the player's not going to help us win a title, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Apparently, Kivio's wanted. Get rid of him as well then if you don't want him. Genuinely, there's not many irreplaceable players in this football club. So there's a lot that can go. I'll be genuinely honest with you guys. And I think one of them has to be Nketiah, bro. Get rid of him. If it's 25, 30 million, go. Then we invest that money elsewhere. I'm so annoyed. Me too. Just got to my hotel. Yeah, bro. It's just crazy, man. How bad we played. It was just such a bad performance. And here's the thing. In other games, like last season especially, like I know we played Aston Villa away, we played Man United, played Bournemouth. Do you remember those games? I always felt like we could find a way to win because we actually looked good going forwards. Do you know what I mean? Because Arsenal were good going forward, I always backed us find a way to put the ball in the back of net. This season, I don't see it. I genuinely don't see it at all. I don't see a way we can win these games. Genuinely. Like I don't bank on our scoring because our attack has been so awful this season. I prefer attack to defense. Yes, our defense got marginally better this season, but Arsenal's strong point has always been their attack. Always been our attack, man. And we're not playing to our strengths. We're playing Conte ball. Conte at Tottenham last season did the same thing Arteta's doing this year. He understood that Tottenham had a really good attack with Son and Kane, so he wanted to focus on defending. But he actually did the opposite. He ended up playing awful. Arteta last year played to our strengths. We played attacking football. This year, he realized attack's our strong point. Let's focus on defense. But what he's done is he's basically tried to bring up the weakness and bring down the attack. So we become average at both. Or we're slightly better at defending. Just double down on attack, bro. We've got Saliba and Gabriel at the back. They can stop got chances. Double down on attack, man. Play like we were playing last season. Because if we were playing like we were playing last season, if Saliba doesn't go down injured, we win the title. I promise you guys that. We would have won the title, man. I just want to appreciate you on the stream. Everyone involved in that game should be ashamed of themselves. Yeah. Everyone, man. Absolutely everyone. And Trossard, corners. What does he do from them, bro? What does he do? First man every single corner. Rice has fallen off a cliff as well. Havertz. I thought we missed him on West Ham. We didn't even end up missing him because today he was crap, bro. I had no physicality. I'm genuinely this close to bringing Jorginho back into the team. Why not? At least he can't play that crap. Let's be genuinely honest with it. He can't be that bad, Jorginho. Because look, our next game is Liverpool in the FA Cup. Don't care about it, to be honest. Then we play Crystal Palace in 3 weeks' time. So we got a 3-week break until we play Crystal Palace. That is a long time. A long, long time now. So we got a lot of rights to wrong. So we got a lot of wrongs to right. I apologize. We've got Crystal Palace, Forest, and Liverpool, West Ham, and Burnley. We have to win all 5 of those games going into the Champions League match. All 5. No excuses. We have to beat Palace. We have to beat Forest away. We have to beat Liverpool at home. We have to beat West Ham or we have to beat Burnley. If we win all 5 of those games, we're back on the right track. But if we don't win all 5 of those games, it's a fall off mode. Because if Liverpool win tomorrow, which I fully expect them to do, by the way, they go 5 points clear of Arsenal. 5 points clear. That is a big margin, man. Trust me, it's a big margin. I'm fuming their trash. Indeed, man. Arteta should find another game plan rather than using the old game plan. It's hurtful. Exactly. He just plays the same way every single game, this guy, man. Every game. No evolution to his play style. We have had the biggest fall off from last season. Like in terms of every team in the Premier League, all 17 that survived from last year to this year, we have definitely had the biggest fall off. It's criminal, man. Criminal. We look clueless and deprived of any ideas. Exactly. Completely deprived of ideas. We have no inventiveness to our attack. Nothing. It's like we give up in attacking areas. It's like genuinely we give up. It's like, oh, if it's not counter-attack, we don't know what to do. We can't break down a low block. We got exposed by West Ham. Absolutely exposed. Spurs finished off Bournemouth 3-1, although both made an interesting game to watch. I didn't watch the game, but I was keeping up the scores. And to be fair, good game for Tottenham because Bournemouth have been on form recently. Arsenal slowly become Manchester United. Yeah, this season we've fallen off, man. We actually have. Last year, it was Man United. Do you remember? Man United were good last year. Man United and Arsenal were good last year, but fallen off this year. Same with Arsenal. We were good last season. We've fallen off this year as well, man. We have. Like, we've been papering over the cracks, guys. Let's not make any mistake about it. We scored last minute against Brentford. We scored 2 last minute goals against Man United. We've been scoring last minute goals this season to keep up. Let's not forget that. Last minute against Man City, we scored. So we've not been convincing in our games this season. We've been papering over cracks the whole year. And the whole year I've been saying the same thing, bro. The same thing I've been saying it. And I've had friends tell me, oh, you have to play this way if you want to win a title. You can't play that we played last season. It's absolute bollocks, man. It's bollocks. Liverpool won the title playing fast and furious football. Liverpool can win the title this season playing how they're playing, which is fast and furious football on the front foot. This year, Arsenal are not playing that way. Last year, we played that way. Last year, we were the perfect hybrid of Liverpool and Man City. We were playing front forward thinking football, but still having control to our matches. This year, we've gone too much to the Man City side, but we haven't got the same players as Man City. Do you get what I mean? You don't see Barnet trying to play tiki-taka football because they haven't got the players that Man City have got. Do you get what I mean? So why are we trying to play like Man City play when we haven't got the players Man City have got? We've not got the striker Man City have got. If you want to play like Man City play, which is controlling matches and living off small chances, you have to have an Erling Haaland up front or an Mbappe up front or a Salah up front. We don't. Saka ain't scoring you 20 goals a season. Martinelli ain't scoring you 20 goals a season. Jesus and Nketiah aren't scoring 20 goals a season. None of them are bagging enough goals for us. So we have to play like we played last season, which is create as many chances as possible and outscore the opponent, basically. That's our game plan. And look, we're not doing that, man. I'd rather bank on our attack than bank on our defense, to be honest. We're not that bad. Bro, we're getting there, though, Malia. We're getting there. I'll take that for a fact. See you, I appreciate you joining the stream. No way Robertson is still at Fulham next season. He's a good player. I to be honest, more than Robertson, I don't know how Paulinho will be there next season. Paulinho is a superb player, man. Absolutely superb. I think he's a brilliant footballer. If Liverpool sign him in January, they'll win the title. I think Liverpool sign Paulinho in January, they'll win the title because they need that competitiveness in midfield. I think he's a superb player. It's kind of a shame we played Fulham now because I think he will go in January, Paulinho, maybe to Bayern Munich. And without him there, they've completely fallen off, like genuinely. Are you streaming tomorrow and on Tuesday? Tomorrow I will be for Liverpool, Newcastle. Not on Tuesday, though. What FA Cup games are you streaming? Only Liverpool, Arsenal. I'll be streaming because I've got exams that week. But yeah, I'll only be streaming Liverpool, Arsenal in the FA Cup. Shazwa, I appreciate you on the stream. I've had enough of complaining and talking about the same thing for the past 2 years. This manager will never win us a big trophy. Arteta out. Bro, I'm starting to hear it, you know. I'm genuinely starting to hear it. Arteta has done nothing between Thursday and today. Thursday, okay, nothing on Thursday night. You've had the whole of Friday and the whole of Saturday. That's 2 whole days for you to analyze what happened against West Ham and change it. What changed from the West Ham game? Nothing. Nothing changed from the West Ham game. If you take an exam and you get an F, are you going to change it going into next exam? Yes, you are. Because if you don't, you're an idiot. Like, I don't get it. Like, if you took a maths exam, got an F, you're going to have to change your revision strategy going into the next exam. So why, when we lose the game against West Ham, do we play the same style against Fulham? I say don't fix what ain't broken, but fix what is broken. And look, it's like Space Jam as well for these players. They've been zapped of their qualities. Like, Ødegaard's looking like a one-season wonder. Martinelli's looking like a one-season wonder. I've been calling out saying Martinelli's one of the best left wingers in the Premier League. I doubt it, bro. Right now, I'd rather have Garnacho. I'd rather have Garnacho than Martinelli right now. Let's be real about it. At least he gives you something else going forward. I think Arteta's really missing a trick, man. Really missing a trick. Annoying they need to go. Mikel experience is starting to show. Yeah, big time, man. Big time. And look, a good team doesn't lose back-to-back games. You can lose matches, fine. The West Ham game, it could have been a blip. I was really annoyed with the way we lost it because I thought it wasn't a blip given the fact that that result has been coming all season long. We've been playing bad football all season long. And I've been waiting for that result to come. But it was one of those games. I thought, let's bounce back today. And we scored after 5 minutes. I thought, calm, we bounced back. But we didn't. And that's the worst possible thing. We didn't bounce back at all from the West Ham game. At all. We now lost back-to-back games. And it's terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. I'm waiting for a turnaround. We need it. We need a big, big turnaround. Because if you want to win a title, yeah, you can't lose back-to-back matches and expect to win a title. You can't. That's 6 points dropped. Like I said, you ain't going to go unbeaten in the season. That's reserved for Arsenal's Invincibles. You ain't going to go unbeaten. But if you lose a game, win your next one. I don't care what it takes. I don't care if you have to win last minute. Win your next game. We didn't do that. I guarantee Man City and Liverpool would have won this game today. I guarantee it. Absolutely guarantee it. We didn't. That's the difference. Let's be real about it. That is the stone cold truth about it. Their attack really needs to step up. People are taking the mick out of Chelsea's attack. That lot of 3 less goals than Arsenal. Exactly. People have been taking the piss out of Chelsea. Bro, Mudryk scored more goals than Martinelli, and people taking the piss out of Arsenal. And people taking the piss out of Chelsea. Mudryk scored more goals than Martinelli. Look at us, bro. Jesus can't bag goals. Our top scorer is a Saka with 6 goals this season after 20 games. 6 goals after 20 games. That's 1 every 4 matches, basically. Are you joking me? How are we going to win a title 1 goal? Saka is on track to score 10 goals this season or 11 goals and be our top goal scorer. Let me deep that, yeah? Our top goal scorer is going to end the season with 11 goals and you want to win the title. Tell me one team that wins the title with their top goal scorer having 11 goals. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. In a league of goals, we're not scoring them, and that's a big problem. P. Morton, you say Liverpool is about family? Probably, maybe, yeah. Bro, Fast and Furious, exactly, man. That is Liverpool's game plan. Mudryk has more goals than Martinelli. Exactly what I just said. Mudryk has more goals than Martinelli, by the way. Exactly. That's exactly the point, man. That's exactly the point. Chelsea at least they're starting to go into a bit more flow now. Yeah, they're losing games, fine. But they won the game against Luton. They were scoring. They outscored Luton. Us, we don't score enough goals, man. Facts, exactly. Jackson's more goals than Saka and 3.5 times the amount of goals both Martin and Jesus have. Joe Jackson's crap, man. Don't worry about Jackson. Don't worry about, man. That guy's ass. He's so bad at football. Like, genuinely, he's actually the worst striker in the Premier League. I'm not even joking when I say that. Nicholas Jackson is terrible. But yeah, and Kuku's such an amazing player. Yeah, I think he's decent as well. But yeah, guys, to be honest, man, it just depresses me. Thankfully, we've got 3 weeks until we play Premier League football. So that gives us time to turn it around because I don't fancy watching Arsenal much, to be honest. It gives me some time off from my football club, which I need. So yeah, Arsenal play obviously Liverpool in the FA Cup on the next week, I believe. When do we play Liverpool in the FA Cup? I think it's next week. It is 7th of January, Sunday. I'll be watching that one on this channel, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But other than that, take some time off of Arsenal. I'll be dropping videos, obviously, on other teams. Tomorrow, I'll be streaming for Liverpool versus Newcastle. We'll be streaming as well in a couple of weeks' time for the Premier League matches. But it is what it is, man. We take the loss on the chin. A lot needs to change. I'm going to wait for the meltdown on Instagram and Twitter because, of course, it's going to be coming from the Arsenal fans. But yeah, just know it is what it is. I know Jackson's bad, but isn't it embarrassing that he has 3 times the goals Mane and Jesus have? Oh, yeah, of course. I agree with that 100%. Very embarrassing. But yeah, certain Arsenal fans obviously would love to see this. You know, the fans that like pray on our downfall. Opposition fans obviously love to see as well. Liverpool fans and Man City fans must be laughing, man. They must be laughing. They're in a title race of a team that loses in back-to-back games to West Ham and Fulham. It's criminal, man. But yeah, we've got 3 weeks off until our Premier League action. Then we play Crystal Palace at home. If we don't lose that, bloody hell, then it really is panic stations around the football club. But I appreciate everyone that tuned into the stream today. I hope to catch you guys all tomorrow for the Liverpool versus Newcastle stream. I hope and pray Newcastle can do something, but I doubt it. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year as well. My last stream of 2023. I wish it could have gone better, but it is what it is. I'll be back in 2024. I end the year with 5,000 subscribers, which is always a plus point. And we move on to next year. I appreciate everyone that tuned in. Hope to catch you guys all in my next one. Take care.